Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel, History and Art Secrets. Are you ready for a new journey in search of knowledge? Francisco de Assis Xavier Cugat Mingal de Bru y Deulofeu, known as Xavier Cugat, Girona, January 1, 1900 Barcelona, October 27, 1990, was a Spanish musician, conductor, and cartoonist. He was one of the leading promoters of Afro-Cuban and Ibero-American music worldwide. He was born in Girona, but his family emigrated to Cuba in 1905. The musician's birthday, January 1, 1900, was considered so important in Spain, being the first day of the 20th century, that it allowed him and his brothers to avoid military service. His father, who was a political prisoner, was released for the same reason. He studied classical violin and played in the orchestra of the National Theatre of Havana. Like his brother, Francis Cugat, he was a graphic artist, specifically a caricaturist. At the age of 7, after violin lessons at the Peyreda Conservatory, he performed in movie theatres, playing the music that accompanied silent films. His work in the Teatro Nacional Orchestra allowed him to mingle with professionals traveling to Cuba, such as tenor Enrico Caruso, who introduced him to the New York stage. After discovering Cuban and Caribbean music with his first wife, singer Rita Montaner, he decided to put aside the violin to devote himself to tropical rhythms. Between 1915 and 1918, he performed tangos in New York with a band called Los Gigolos. Later, he devoted himself to drawing cartoons for the Los Angeles Times. In 1931, he brought his band to New York for the opening of the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. For the next 16 years, he conducted the Waldorf Astoria Orchestra, commuting between New York and Los Angeles for 30 years. Cugat was married 5 times. In 1918, he married Cuban artist Rita Montaner and in 1928 Mexican Carmen Castillo. One of his most famous wives was singer Abby Lane, whom he married when she was 20 and he was 50. She performed with him on numerous occasions until their divorce in 1964. In 1966, he married dancer Charo Baeza, who became his 5th wife until their divorce in 1978. He died at the age of 90 in Barcelona and was buried in Girona, his birthplace. Cugat's collection is held in the Biblioteca de Catalunya and preserves part of his graphic and musical work. He produced the soundtracks for early sound films and appeared in several Hollywood films, always as a conductor. He directed, starred in, and wrote the screenplay for the sound films Charros, Gauchos y Manolis, 1930, and A Distracted Photographer, 1930. He starred in several Hollywood films, Mexicana, 1929, Let's Go Latin, 1937, and Xavier Cugat and His Orchestra, 1952. He also starred in MGM films starring Esther Williams, Ricardo Montalban, and Red Skelton. Cugat often appeared painting or conducting his orchestra while performing vigorous Afro-Cuban rhythms. In 1940, he recorded the song, Perfidia, with singer Miguelito Valdez, which was a huge hit. He composed songs in all genres, conga, mambo, merengue, rumba, and samba. His orchestra was a laboratory from which emerged exceptional performers of tropical songs such as Tito Rodriguez and Vitín Avilés. He played the violin, but the marimba was never missing from his performances. He was known for holding a small Chihuahua dog in his arms while conducting the orchestra. Cugat is referred to as the King of Mambo, and was the first Spaniard to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He owned the Mexican restaurant, Casa Cugat, in West Hollywood, frequented by Hollywood celebrities. It closed in 1986 in the 1940s. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it on your social media. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel, History and Art Secrets, to stay up to date with our latest news. Thank you. Hello and welcome.